So, today I have something exciting to share with you guys. I fixed something. There's a little hole here with some wires. They're powered right now, so I can't touch them. Turns out that my internet router was on the same line as the flashlight, since I stuck it in a closet somewhere. But let's see. What I did the other day is I pulled a string out of this device. So if you have to fix something like this yourselves, first go to your breaker box. And you know, your breaker box is probably close to that thing. And if you don't know what a breaker box looks like, there. And that's what a breaker box looks like. So, living room hall. That was what I turned off. And I put a little red marker next to it to tell me that it's also AT&T. And then I unscrewed these two wires to get the thing out. So the first ball broke off of this thing, so I put it in the next ball. And yeah, I realize this is a very cheap part, but it's kind of cool not having to run to Amazon. Oh wait, I can't do that yet. I have to connect the wires first. So, I'm still trying to figure this whole camera thing out. But a tripod helps. And having more space would be awesome. And yes, I'm gonna have to edit out all the boring bits from this video. Okay. Would have made sense for me to turn the power off while I was back there, right? But when you don't think of something, you don't do it. So, sorry internet users at my home. I don't want to be shocked. So let's see, I do have some more lights in the garage. Wow. So I guess I might as well undo this bit. Makes the thing a little easier to handle. So, just so you understand what I had to do, I opened this little gap here, took the ball out, put the next ball in that was still attached to the chain, and I think a little bit of lubricant might help this thing be easier to operate and live longer, because there is a little bit of friction at this porthole. One little thing. These two were insulated. I dug them open, and I think the chances of a short circuit are next to nil. But I do have a little bit of electrical tape that I can put over it. Let me do that towards the end. Right now, I gotta get those wires connected again. So, when connecting electrical wires, remember, there's a neutral, marked by an N, and I guess this one is the not neutral. So if I remember my electrical code correctly, the black wire up there, and incidentally, now that we have more light, check this out. That looks like it has plastic insulation, but I think the bigger wire around it is still cloth insulation. Like the one that bundles the two pairs together. The two conductors. There's only one pair in there. Let's just make sure that I turned off the right one. Yeah, no power there. So you can also touch one. The impedance of the voltmeter is not high enough to shock you. So black is N. Easier if I could just get the entire screw out, but that doesn't seem to work easily. Nice and tight. And now I need the outer housing. So the chain needs to go through the hole. This screws onto the fixture. And you got two screws. And at this point, you're going to say I forgot the electrical tape, but I don't think it's important enough to delay the video for, so I'm going to leave it out this time. Alright. Then there's this little light bulb here. Which used to be there. Finally, I can reattach the chain. And unfortunately I forgot to do this piece, but I don't think there's any bad connection possibility there, so I just realized that this ends up being in the sunlight, which is probably why it's in such poor shape. So let me put it in a different location. Now hopefully, when I turn the power off, the breaker won't trip. So if you power something on, there's a short circuit, the breaker will kind of trip back, and then you know that you haven't done the right thing. So let's see, will it work? That is awesome. I understand this side of the garage has a light switch, but it's so much easier to turn that one on. This is the door that I would come out of. Well, let me know if you guys want me to film any other repairs.